Welcome to the Ultimate Hiring Manager Training. If you're here, it's because you have a position to fill and you want to hire the best person for the job. Let's face it, the impact of one bad hire can spread through the entire company and leave behind harmful consequences to the company's reputation, employee morale, and even financial assets. In fact, according to the Harvard Business Review, 80% of turnover is due to bad hiring decisions. Hi, I'm Bridget, and I'm here because I've helped countless companies recover from hiring mistakes, and I want to help you avoid them by equipping you with this essential guide and toolkit. I promise that if you follow these steps, you'll not only feel more confident, but more importantly, build truly aligned hiring teams and significantly improve your hiring ROI. But before we get into that, there are a few things you need to consider. The days where applicants were lining up to join your company are behind us. And candidates' behaviors have also changed. They're interested in learning about the company's culture, your values. You must therefore adapt your approach to meet these evolving needs. Bottom line, whenever you're hiring, you have to consider multiple perspectives. Your needs, the company's needs, and the candidates as well. Because the quality of your hire will depend on how well you have matched these key elements together. And I call this the hiring ecosystem. The hiring ecosystem helps us understand who are the key players, what their individual role is, and how we operate together, while taking into account the external and internal factors that are also influencing the overall success of your recruitment efforts. Let's begin examining the external forces. This includes market conditions. For instance, talent availability. Are there labor shortages in your area that are making it more difficult to find talent? In talent competitiveness, are the skills that you are looking for in high demand? And who else is hiring for these roles? In the external factors, you will also find social context and your company reputation that you need to consider. Now let's take a closer look at internal factors. These represent your employee value proposition. More specifically, this is what you have to offer. And of course, salary and benefits are a part of this, but candidates are really interested in hearing about career progression, the work environment, who you are as a boss. Another element that is a critical component of your overall talent pipeline is your internal talent pool. And these internal factors affect how attractive you are to potential candidates. Now that we've covered the forces for which you have little to no control, the good news is there are many things that you can do as a hiring manager to significantly increase the quality of your hires. As a hiring manager, you ultimately own the hiring decision. Your role is to clearly identify what you need, create a process to evaluate the candidates, and build a hiring team to help you select the best candidates and deliver an exceptional candidate experience. The HR or recruiter role, on the other hand, is to advise and partner with you during the hiring process. And this may include creating recruitment strategies to attract the best talent, or sharing best practices on how to evaluate these candidates, but of course ensuring you're compliant with your local employment laws. But the hiring ecosystem would be incomplete without the candidate, and sadly, this is often not even acknowledged. And they hold the ultimate power to accept or reject your offer. So let's not forget, they are also evaluating you as a potential employer and boss. So as you can see, when one of these components is not in sync, it'll create inefficiencies and a disconnect, which will lead to bad hiring. Because if you don't take into account the candidate, you'll lose the best ones because they have other options. And if you exclude HR, you could be making mistakes that will lead to miscommunication with candidates around company policies.